Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for choosing our show and for your continued support. William Samoei Ruto is losing popularity in the country by every second that is passing by. His rating among the youths, both the Gen Z and the millennials, is deteriorating. Anytime there is a gathering, whether it is a music concert, a sports event, a rally, anything, it must end up in the youths starting this usual, now what I call the national anthem, Ruto must go. And it does not matter whether William Ruto is present or not, whether there are his representatives or not. Anytime there's a moment of celebration, the youths very fast remember their once beloved president who is being hated all over, and they start Ruto must go. He's being booed, he's being heckled, he's being chased everywhere. Today there was a basketball competition that was going on in Kasarani, and then this team is called the Nairobi City Thunder. They won that match in what they call a historic event, and they have qualified to go for the Basketball Africa League. And that was very exciting. And people started shouting, celebrating that win because they have reached the African level. Something happened very spontaneously. And then they started their usual narrative. Ruto must go, Ruto must go. And they are shouting. They no longer fear. And you wonder, a president who is supposed to be the father of the nation is unwanted. A father who is unwanted among the family members. Kindly take a look at what happened.
Ruto must go! 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 Ruto must go!
You know, such events are organized purposefully, like this one was a sports event, basketball event. The other day when they were shouting Ruto must go at KICC, that was a music concert. The other day when they were at the Multimedia University, that was a graduation ceremony. So no one carries goons, no one exports youth there to go and shout. They are going there to either dance if it is a music concert, or to watch and cheer their team, or for the graduation. But anytime there is a trigger about William Ruto, they go mad. Even in funerals, you try to you convey Ruto's condolence message, they don't want it. During a public holiday, when some leaders are sent by the county commissioners and they want to read Ruto's message, people walk away, people boo William Ruto. And then come to think of it, like we've said, you cannot claim that someone is sponsoring this, because politicians have got a way of defending themselves, that those who are goons, those who are people who are given money to do that. If Raila had not been in the government, they would have blamed it on Raila. And that is why politics exists in such a manner that there must be someone who is left to be blamed. Like they can say that this is Gachagua. The powers that be must leave someone hanging so that they can blame him. But ladies and gentlemen, you may think that it has become a normal joke. It is obvious now that anytime youths meet somewhere, Ruto must go. He must be chased. He must be heckled. He must be booed. If it is not himself, his representatives, governors, and all government officials. The way you see this as a normal occurrence, it is the same way things will happen in 2027. I have a feeling that towards 2027, it will be a normal song. People will even be going for election singing Ruto must go, because that is what is in their mind. But where did the rain start beating William Samoei Ruto? Because his popularity among the youth is really dwindling. I think the day William Ruto unleashed the police, when the youth rejected the Finance Bill 2024, and he decided to meet them head on with bullets and guns, that was the game changer. The youth never forget. For the parents who have got the youth, the Gen Zs, you understand how difficult it is to deal with them. And the youths understand that they were killed wrongfully. They still don't understand why some of their friends were butchered and kidnapped. And that's why they hate William Ruto. Most of the youths, the Gen Zs and the Generation X, are languishing in poverty. They have got certificates that they've just stuck in their cabinet. There are no jobs. They try to open businesses. The environment is not conducive for the businesses because of the taxes. They read around the news that is going around. Investors are flying away, multinational companies. Then we have a father of the nation who goes to a neighboring country to congratulate that country for surpassing us in terms of trade of goods and services. Yet back at home, things are not working out. This is why he has lost this popularity. When youth remember how they were misused, when William Ruto promised the bottom-up economy and was telling them, nitoe hapa, niweke juu, these people are really bitter with William Ruto. And you may think that those kind of chants, Ruto must go, Ruto must go, you think that they are happy. They are not happy. They are expressing and venting their frustration and anger. And if this frustration can be converted into votes come 2027, I can assure you that William Ruto will go home. He is the easiest man to beat. And I'm saying this because I know there are people who still feel that because he's got Raila by his side, he's safe. Raila can save William Ruto now. But come 2027, people might decide to vote with their conscience. Because people will be asking themselves, yes, you are telling, for example, some people that they have cabinet secretaries in the government. But the question is, what have they gained out of it? Has it helped individuals or has it helped Kenyans? For example, when we have high taxes affecting businesses and your man has been appointed as a cabinet secretary, does that insulate you from paying taxes? When we have exorbitant school fees that you cannot afford and your man has been appointed as a cabinet secretary, does he pay for your school fees? We have got people who cannot afford even 2 meals in a day, even one. You are coming from a Kikuyu community or a Luo community or a Kisii, and your man has been appointed as a cabinet secretary. Does it help you? And therefore, this broad-based government might not be used in 2027. People will look at the gains and the losses they have realized in the period that William Ruto was a president. Youth will wake up very in the morning if they decide that they're not going to be bribed because the fear is gone. And if they turn all this noise into voting, I can assure you that it will be very difficult for them. The only thing that William Ruto has is backing on Raila's support base, which is even shaky. Let me tell you, if Raila does not get the AU seat, it is going to be very difficult. I don't think Raila, as a politician, will sit back and watch and tell William Ruto just go. I don't think so. But even if he wins and he decides to support William Ruto, I've said people will vote using their conscience. This time round, people are not going to follow leaders because people are really suffering. And so for William Ruto, I think he feels very bad when every now and then there is a gathering. It is Ruto must go, Ruto must go. It tells you that there's no respect. Respect is earned. He does not command respect. Instead, he commands fear because of the police brutality and the bullets and kidnappings. People fear him. but they don't respect him. That is why you can see people shouting, Ruto must go, Ruto must go. The other day, I answered the question, but why do they want William Ruto to go? Many times when they shout, they say, Ruto must go, Mwizi. Ruto must go, Mwizi. They feel that William Ruto is benefiting with a few people in the government from hard-earned cash from public coffers. Politics is about perception. And for people to perceive you as a thief, there are reasons why they say so. There are reports from independent institutions. I always say the Controller of Budgets report, the Auditor General's report. We have unnecessary renovations. We have wasted. We have budget into first and second ladies, and people wonder, in an environment where the economy is not doing well, why must we prioritize things like funding the first lady's office? For those who watched my penultimate video, Caleb Kositan, who is the chair of the board of Kenya Airports Authority, yesterday presided over the launching of a roundabout, JKA roundabout. When our airport, we have been told, is leaking. When we have toilets, people are claiming that toilets are giving very bad odor. Our priorities are just too wrong. And they are saying William Ruto must go. With this kind of chance, William Ruto has got nowhere to hide. It is over for him. And you will see come 2027.